Hey guys, welcome back to DiamondTrail Ranch. I want to talk about something cool today. It's going to be the ultimate Jamaican cherry tree care guide. How to grow Muntingia Calabura. Let me know in the comment section if I said that actual name correctly, or it's also referred to as the strawberry tree. It's this guy right here. So, welcome back again. Today we're talking about one of the most underrated and sweetest little trees you can grow. The Jamaican cherry tree is the most common name in my personal opinion. That's what most people usually refer to it as. If you know another name besides what I showed or mentioned, let me know in the comments. We're going to show you how this one's doing. Like, we've got some holes, so we're getting chewed on. That's okay. That's why we come out here daily. We do some maintenance. We pick off the couple fungus spots we got going on, and you just keep an eye on it, right? That's the whole point of this. So this is our Jamaican cherry tree. It's in zone 10A. I'm going to tell you what it needs to thrive. It's probably one of our favorite fast growing additions to the homestead here. It's currently October going into November. So we're going, quarter 3, quarter 4 here of the year. So seasons are changing. We got this actually from a neighbor. It was potted. I said, you know what? I'm going to put him in the ground. It's awesome. So these guys get big. They get big, and I'm okay with that. I'm cool with getting some large vegetation here. So the flavor, I'm gonna get into that second. They love heat and they love sun. That's why I put it where I did, because see how the shade is on this tree? Well, the sun is actually rising behind us over there. So that's why it's getting that nice sunrise sun here in 10A. These Jamaican cherries reward you with very sweet red berries. It tastes like cotton candy, I would say, or even brown sugar, honestly. They fruit really fast, often within the first year. I'm not going to say ours will probably start fruiting until early next year, because we had a couple of tiny ones, but again, we just got this guy this year, about halfway into the year. And it was establishing a root system kind of in the ground, so it's still doing that. It's doing fantastic though, honestly, as far as being moved from pot to ground. The Jamaican cherry tree is a homesteader's dream, to be honest. It's very low maintenance. It grows fast and produces hundreds of edibles, berries, that birds, your kids, pollinators all love. Folks, we got butterflies and everything all over, you name it. They love it. Just hanging out around here, as you can tell from the holes, caterpillars and things seem to like it too, and that's okay. We usually try to relocate those and not kill them. The berries are actually full of vitamin C and antioxidants. The tree itself adds a tropical ornamental touch to your yard. It's also very drought tolerant when it gets mature. A perfect tree for Florida in general because of that, and your other warmer climates, because boy, do we hit some droughts. We get some rain and we get some droughts. So these trees do prefer well-draining soil. I'd say this is a pretty fantastic well-draining spot, if you ask me. Wide open out in the field is about as well-draining as it gets. This even slightly got a slight mound to it. They tolerate poor soil better than most fruit trees, actually, too. So if your soil's not perfect, it's okay. But they do grow the fastest if you do have some compost and organic matter. Obviously, that's kind of with any plant, to be honest. We planted ours in this sunny spot here where it can stretch out. I gave it a lot of room. A little papaya here, and you'll see in my other video where I talk about some papayas I stuck in the ground, some cuttings. I'm excited to watch those guys take off too. Anyway, as you can see, there's a fig over there. It's got no cuttings on it currently. Just to show you the neighbors, I'm showing you the neighbors of this guy here. It's got a loquat behind it, tangerines, peaches, lemons, you name it, Barbados cherry. We got a lot going on here. So we know what we're talking about, guys. It's free information. I'd say you want to give them about 20 to 30 feet. They get 20 to 30 feet tall. I would say give them at least 10 to 15 away from other things, because of that 20 to 30 foot tall nature. If you do not prune them, guys, you can just go out and shape these however you want, to be honest. So just because something says it's going to get as tall as the Empire State Building, you can shape it however you want. So that's okay. Make sure to give them room to breathe, like I said I did here. You know, you can see it's got plenty of room in all directions. Yeah, everything's small and spaced out right now, but I'm telling you, in a couple years, 3 to 4 or 5 years, even 2 years, this stuff is going to be really big and tall and flourish. Jamaican cherries don't like soggy feet. Make sure you avoid low, wet areas. We are not in a flood zone. Check if you are. In the first few months, water your Jamaican cherry tree regularly to help it establish that strong root system, like I mentioned earlier. Ours is. When it's mature, they're surprisingly drought tolerant. I give ours duck pond water, which is right over there in the corner. That's where our ducks live. And I go over there and I use those 5-gallon buckets that are over there. Bring them over here and I feed our plants with it. So it's pretty cool. I call it compost tea. You just dilute it a little bit. Try not to do it when it's hot. And what I mean by that is like the urine, you know, when it has a strong not skunky smell, but it's just a strong smell. You know, you can also do a balanced fertilizer every 6 to 8 weeks, help to keep it fruiting heavily when you get to that point. Honestly, this Jamaican cherry is not picky, folks. It'll thrive with basic care. It really does. I do need to pick off a couple of these. We got some spots here which can ruin your day, like that. That one there, same thing. So you want to take care of those, nip those in the bud, as I call it, right? Before it progresses to the rest of the Jamaican tree. So they grow fast, sometimes several feet in just a few months. It naturally forms a rounded canopy, which is really cool. We're going to prune it lightly to keep it manageable and encourage branching. You know, you do want to remove lower limbs. To me, this is a little too young to be messing with the limbs. Personally, I'm going to let it get taller, probably as tall as me at least, before I start messing with that kind of stuff. But when you do prune those lower limbs there, it will help encourage branching. Plus, you give it a nice, you know, tree shape. You want to mulch around the base like I did to help hold moisture. As you can see, everything on our homestead has mulch at the base. It's holding in moisture. It's helping to regulate that soil. There is a little bit of compost underneath to help kind of slow feed it as the rain hits. We have an irrigation system here I turn on every now and then. I typically try to water at the base, though. I don't like the water from the top, because when you water your plants and trees and stuff at the top, you risk, like what you see there, you get disease on top of your leaves and stuff. So anyway, that's why I try to water at the base, away from the trunk, you know, a few inches away from the trunk. The Jamaican cherry tree does bloom almost nonstop here in warm weather. This is 10A, folks. You're going to get some good blooming at 9, 8, maybe not so much in 7, but I'm not sure about lower than 7. Again, it's a tropical plant. I mean, the name Jamaican is in the title. Like, the little white flowers are followed by a cluster of small red candy sweet berries. So you'll see little white pretty flowers on these that will start coming in. I don't actually have any right now, and I'm okay with that because it's focusing on everything else on the central growth here, which is fantastic. They do ripen daily, the little red berries. So you can literally walk outside every single morning and grab a handful of fruit. Your kids will love them, so do birds. So if you do want to keep some for yourself, guys, you might have to share. We have free range chickens. We let our goats out. You know, we got a lot of, the goats don't come in the front yard though. So they stay away from our garden. Again, I have a hot wire. I mentioned this in my other videos that runs on the fence, so they can't get to any of this stuff. They know, and you can see they're dwarves anyway. Most of these are Nigerian dwarves that can't even climb over if they wanted to. Let me know if you have goats in the comment section below. Anyway, this is one of the easiest trees to grow. It really is. But like any tropical plant, it's sensitive to frost. If temperatures dip below 40, which in 10A, it only happens maybe, twice a year, cover it with a sheet or frost cloth. It also self-seeds easily, which is great if you want more trees. But just keep an eye out for volunteer seedlings. If you start to see them pop up, you know what you can do? Pop them bad boys up. And you can give them away. You can sell them. You can grow another Jamaican cherry tree and do whatever. I mean, these guys are awesome. They really are. So that's our Jamaican cherry tree here at DiamondTrail Ranch. For now, we only have the one, but I'm going to take mighty fine care of it. God bless you guys. This is a fast-growing, low-maintenance, and sweet as can be. Definitely a must-have for any tropical garden or zone 10. I'd say 9 too if you live in zone 9. Don't forget to like, subscribe. It's free. Check out our other fruit tropical guides. We got bananas, passion fruit, blackberries, you name it. Thanks for watching and happy growing.